Mason Voth, Drew Galloway here with you, and we are now joined by RJ Collins, who is one of the many members of this 2025 signing day class for K-State. And I want to start by asking you about this, RJ, because some of the guys involved in this class, they've held their offers for well over a year. You were one of the guys that when I'm going through and editing one of Drew's stories, he talks about, yeah, this was kind of a sprint here because you didn't get your first Power Four offer until it was K-State in late June. And then a few weeks later, you make your decision. We know that USC kind of came involved there. What is the process like for somebody like yourself that is getting ready to be, a little over a month away from your senior season? You still don't have a Power Four offer, and then you finally get one.
I was just waiting for that right opportunity. You know what I'm saying? I had offers, FCS officers here and there, but I didn't, I was just letting guys, lead my future. You know what I'm saying? I was gonna try to go to the, season, try to do good, and hopefully more come. But obviously, me going to that K-State camp, coach saw some good stuff, and he offered me. So I just thank him a lot, and so it just feels great. You know what I'm saying? Getting the opportunity, and now I get to go and show, what I could do. K-State.
My first question, Mason came in with a very hard-hitting question to start off, but I was going to ask, when you were at the K-State camp, I saw when I was there that you and Coach Kleinerman really started to strike up a bond there. So what is he like as your future position coach?
Man, I just love how he loves the game of football. He's a great coach. He knows exactly what I need to work on, what exactly like my strengths, what are my weaknesses. And so I like a coach that can spot that type of stuff and like develop me into putting me in the best spot in like for me. That's why I like Kleinerman a lot. And as for like Carduas as well, they're both great coaches, and I just love the coaching staff and how they develop their players.
I think one of the things that probably endeared you early on to K-State fans this season was obviously they like when K-State gets commitment. So that's step one in the process for getting the love from people. And then they realize, oh, this RJ Collins guy, he's pretty darn fast. But I think the thing that stood out the most to me and a lot of others is that after the BYU game, you put out a tweet about how excited you were and how it already had left a bad taste in your mouth. And then you came to the Oklahoma State game and you saw him and kind of reaffirmed your commitment after that. You already seem to be a guy that takes a lot of pride into being a Wildcat. How much does it mean that K-State gave you this opportunity and now you're going to be able to get to go and take it?
Man, it means a lot, man. Like I said, it was an opportunity that the coaches saw and gave me, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just taking like all my opportunities and making the best of them, you know what I'm saying? As soon as I get up there, I know I'm competing, you know what I'm saying? And I know it's not going to be easy. So, I'm never scared of no comp, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm ready, man. I'm ready. So like I said, K-State coaches, they all set it up perfectly.
Another thing that K-State fans really jump on and really enjoy seeing is when there are ties to K-State and your parents met at K-State. So what is that like for them and then also for you that you are signing with K-State?
Man, as soon as I got that call from Kleiman, man, my dad was I couldn't even he was so happy for me. Like, them coming from that's the thing with my parents. They love that I'm getting all these opportunities. Even if I didn't go to K-State, they'll be happy for me. You know what I'm saying? So, like, me getting this offer from K-State, man, it just, it brings them so much joy that, it's a school that they came from, and now their son is also going there. So, it just lines up perfectly.
So we've talked a little bit about the speed. I want to kind of ask you about that. We know that you're playing football, but you have great prowess when it comes to the track. How do you feel like your top-level speed translates to the football field?
So I think my top-level speed, especially where they want me at nickel, I think my speed, I can use that a lot for coming downhill, cracking some stuff, obviously, and then coverage, I can, backpedal pretty well. And like, I think I can gain, like, cover ground a lot more ground with my speed. And I mean, not get burnt most route with some receivers, because I know there's going to be some receivers that's pretty nasty out there. So, I mean, I think my speed can really help with that as well. You know what I'm saying? So technique, I mean, to put technique and speed together, I think it fits perfect.
So you are arriving at K-State in June, and you're going to be running on the track this spring. So do you have a target time that you want to get to this spring?
Man, so, I mean, we hit 23 last year for the 200. So, I mean, I'm trying to get in them 20s, man. I think I could do it, though. 20s, 20 lower, you know what I'm saying? 27, 20, 20.9. I'm cool with that. For long as I get in the 20s, we are good. And then as for the 100, trying to get in the 10 threes, the 10.3s. I hit a 10.5 in the 100 at state last year, got third place. And so, I mean, we got to get first. And so I think that 10.3 might help a lot for, with that. So,
yeah. I know a lot of people don't necessarily have the best access to following along to guys' games when they're in high school. So is there a particular game from your high school career that stands out to you as a favorite? Maybe even one that's like an individual moment and one that's a team moment.
I think snap. When I think my best game was probably against Lee Summit North last year, my junior year. I think that was probably my best game. Offensively, because I think, I mean, I had a couple, like, dominant plays on defensive backs of Lee Summit North. And then Park Hill South is always another game, they kind of just be throwing it up, you know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of opportunities, you get some picks and stuff. So I think that was probably one of my best games as well, because like I had more opportunities to go for the ball. And then I would say technique wise, I think I got my technique really well with Ray Peck. There was a receiver that was pretty nasty, and I liked how he was getting me right. You know what I'm saying? He had some good moves, and I had to reciprocate that energy back. And then also, I think one more game with Blue Spring South, there's another receiver that was pretty nasty, And then it was chirping. It was one of those type of games, you know what I'm saying? So I think that brought out more of my character and showed that, I mean, hey, you can talk, man, but like, I'm still gonna be here, you know what I'm saying? So I think those are the games that really, I think, are my best.
You were at a handful of K-State games this fall, and you always seem to be in the ears of not just the other guys in the 2025 class, but on the 2026 and beyond. So what were those conversations like with some of those guys, and how did you take it on yourself to be the class leader, or was this something that just kind of came naturally to you?
I just think, because my personality, I was always raised, be that person to like not be afraid to, make friends, talk to people, you know what I'm saying? So like I love making new conversations with anybody. Like I started conversations when I went to the practice up in K-State, and I saw JJ and his boy, just chopping it up with them, building a relationship. So I love building relationships, new relationships, you know what I'm saying? Because like it brings out, what my personality is, and so people can really like take that in. And so if they want to be friends with me, great, you know what I'm saying? But like, you know what I'm saying, I'm not gonna let also bad energy, bring me down as well, you know what I'm saying? I'm always gonna be me.
Well, good, bad. I know people like to think of DBs as maybe being the voice of not just the defense, but I think the team. I think they're kind of the ones that want to let the opponent know what's going on. So you can keep it clean, because I'm sure sometimes it doesn't always. But what is your best route to try and get in your opponent's head as a defensive back?
Best route? Are you asking me like what?
Like, what's the
route
best way? Like, what's your go-to like thing to say or do to try and get in the head of your opposing wide receivers when you're on the defensive side of the ball?
Man, so like I'm the type of guy, if they start chirping, getting a little feisty, I'm gonna start chirping, get feisty. You know what I'm saying? So like I always like, if I feel like they, talking stuff, I'm be like, I'm here. You know what I'm saying? I'll get in their ear. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, I don't do it too much when the ref is there, but like, you know what I'm saying? I'm here. You know what I'm saying? You gonna deal with me all day. You know what I'm saying? So like, I like telling them, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, you got 4 quarters with me, dog. So I mean, you better keep on chirping. I'm gonna still be here, dog.
So another fun question that we've started to ask guys this at Big 12 Media Days this past summer for K-State. What is your favorite of the K-State uniforms?
Ooh. See, I talked to Coach Clown about this, man. I told him, he was like, all white is bad luck, you know what I'm saying? So I like that. That's my favorite, but I know Coach Clyman don't, really rock with that for because it's like, a thing where he says bad lucks. But I think for sure that's my favorite. But as we playing, I would probably have to say still the white and gray, white tops, gray bottom. That's probably my favorite. I like that a lot.
Yeah, I'm in agreement with you on that one. I think those look, especially if you get like either it's at night or I mean, we've seen K-State last couple of years in the Big 12 title game or the Sugar Bowl, like inside an NFL stadium with those lights, they definitely pop pretty good. But yeah, I'm with you. I mean, the bad luck thing, there might be some truth to it with the alternate uniforms over the last couple of years, but like losses happen whether you're wearing them or not. So maybe your class needs to be the one that finally gets into Coach Kleiman's head, like, hey, we can bust them out. We're going to break this curse, and then you can wear them as much as you want.
Exactly.
You talked about you've played offense and defense in high school. Everybody knows about your speed. Are you trying to angle to get the opportunity to return kicks at all at K-State?
Oh, for sure. Man, if I get that opportunity, man, I can't, man. I'm trying to make the best of it, dog. I love kickoff returns. I think, man, with my best ability with that, I'm just very patient. I let my blocks develop, and I just use that speed, get out of there, man. I love returns, man. I think once I started returning, man, it was like a joy because you would score and everybody would cheer, So I love returning. So I mean, if they gave me the opportunity, man, I made the best of it.
Yeah, I think that RJ can be a core 4 guy. I don't know if I told Mason this, but the game that I went to this fall that you were playing in, you forced a fumble on the opening kick return of the season. So
and that's me too. That was my dog. We went to middle school together, so we was talking after that game, man. I had to do it to him.
The last question for me is more of an open-ended question for you, and it's what would you like K-State fans to really know about you as you get to K-State now?
Know about me, man? Like I said, I'm willing to make relationships with anybody, you know what I'm saying? I want to come in, and I mean, I always stay humble, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, relationships is like best thing for me. Also, your boy can dance too. So I mean, if y'all want to have a dance contest, you can do that, man. I like dancing, you know what I'm saying? Might sing here and there, might do some karaoke, you know what I'm saying? So like I got, a lot of little character traits here and there, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, my personality, like I think I bring out a personality where you can have fun around, you know what I'm saying? There's no bad energy, you know what I'm saying? I'm very goofy, so if you want to laugh, I can give you, just talk to me. I can make you laugh, you know what I'm saying? So that's how I am, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's what I want people to know about me.
No, you bring up karaoke. Do you have a go-to karaoke song?
Man, Chris Stapleton whiskey, man.
Ooh.
Tennessee whiskey. I like that.
All right. Well, country music, you're probably going to fit in just fine in Manhattan, Kansas. So you're doing a lot to really up your Q rating with everybody out there. The last two that I have for you, and maybe karaoke and dancing has to play into it. Off the football field, when you get to Manhattan and you're getting to experience life as a college student for the first time, what are some of the first things you're looking to do in Manhattan outside of football?
You saying like celebrations?
Yeah, just anything you want to do. Like how do you plan on spending your free time when you're not locked inside veneer working on football stuff?
Oh, so I'm a gamer. So I mean, in the dorms, you know what I'm saying? When it's just me, I'm like play my game, you know what I'm saying? And then if I find, that girl at K-State, you know what I'm saying, I might cuddle or something, it might be a little just me and her, you know what I'm saying, a little combined. Cause like me, I would say, parties here and there, it's cool, but like I'm not a big partier. I love to stay in the house, you know what I'm saying? and just vibe it out, watch TV, play, watch movies. I just just chill.
That's a lot more along the lines of what I made my college experience like. Which that ties in. I just looked at around and I was like, I'd be more happy just sitting in my own house, playing whatever. That ties in though to what the last thing I was going to ask you. I imagine if you're a big gamer, you probably played the new college football game this year. How excited are you that moving forward you're going to get to be in that game?
See, it's crazy. So I got guys in my school all the time, like, what I'm saying? They talking about, I can't wait to, play you, man, on NCAA, you know what I'm saying? So I tell them all the time, like, hey, man, I'm waiting for the opportunity to get on the game. So, I mean, I can't wait to play myself, you know what I'm saying? See myself on the line, like, you know what I'm saying? It's just a great feeling. So, I mean, also my little cousin, he's already made a character of me already on NCAA. So, he's already envisioning it. So, I know once I get on there, it's going to be crazy. So I can't wait.
All right. Well, RJ, we appreciate you joining us tonight, and best of luck with your K-State career and also finishing out high school.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you having me here.
Yeah, thanks, RJ.
All right. See you, Drew. See you, Mason.
Yeah.